Our next keynote speaker, Ms. Faiza Prodhan from Bangladesh. Welcome on board, my respected, strong, great, and energetic lady. Stage is yours.
Today to talk about these very important issues. And as this organization, UHO, and being a part of this and bringing this topic and sharing with all is really vital. Because Hadiana also addressed that some of us also been through this, like past 3-4 months, I guess, if I'm not wrong. So I think, yeah, this is a high time that people should talk about it. And if someone is going through this kind of accusation by any colleague, any friends, or any social group people, they just need to find a common ground and to speak about it and make them accountable. If someone is talking about something behind someone, I think it should come with some sort of responsibility, because any action that we take, it has naturally a reaction. So it depends on that action, what sort of actions we are taking in initiating and throwing that tantrum to one another, especially when it comes to that some kind of social gathering people or working related people. You just cannot go and talk whatever you feel like to talk if you don't have any valid reason. On the other hand, if you have something, why don't you go upwards and speak to them directly, or take some sort of good initiative and action to correct it if you think it's bad for the society, right? So that's the kind of mindset they should have first. And as my topic is addressed here, how women should deal with such problems. Actually, it's not only about women, it's about everyone. So what is important here, this kind of false allegations, rumors, everyone's psychology is very different. Some people are very strong. They might not get upset, or they will take some time to process, and they will look forward to it. But what about those other people who are sensitive, who have zero tolerance for such nonsense, and they are not used to it? It's really, really dangerous thing to do to one another. So psychologically, it's gonna affect so many people. If I have to address women and girls, very sensitive. It's very sensitive. Everything is interconnected and related. So how we are very double standard kind of lifestyle and activity doing is like talking about education, talking about leadership, doing good for the world, but we do not hold that kind of transparency even with ourselves. So that's some kind of complex that people already developed. That's why only formal education is not important. As I have been talking in my every platform, at every work, that people need to learn why it's important to educate the mind, your inner intellect, your inner understanding, instead of going through some fixed rules and regulations. So that's where people are trying to fit into the system. So we need to break these things as transformational learning, leadership, understanding the way it's important, the same way self-mastery, self-learning should be the first priority for every individual. So on that note, we know all the legal issues, it could arise anywhere. So everyone who is going to, if you are close to that person, friend, brother, sister, anything, support that person to go for legal actions if it's like very severe, because somebody could win their reputation, win their job, win their industry. You never know. So no one holds that kind of rights to speak anything wrong about someone behind their back. That has to stop. If you feel like something is wrong, please be upfront and speak to that person or to the system. Yeah, so on that note, my final take will be, let's bring peace. There will be some people like this who doesn't like others to be happy and to grow. They always feel complex. Today, if you are doing good, or I'm doing good, the other person might develop that insecurity in their mind. So all this kind of backbiting, gossip, and we basically started piling up in their mind. So that's how they give birth to that sort of thought process. So that's why there are a lot of other things that we need to inspire and acknowledge others. That growth mindset is very important. Thank you very much for having me.